You're blowing this out of proportion. It's only a wedding, my mom told me, like it was no big deal. She said that to me when I found out I wasn't even invited to my own sister's big day. Instead of sitting around stewing, I went ahead and booked a trip. Figured it'd be better than moping. A few days passed, and suddenly my phone wouldn't stop lighting up with messages from the family. I just sat there, staring at the screen, rereading one particular message over and over again, like maybe the fifth time would make it sting less. Hey, just wanted to give you a heads up, the guest list's finalized, and we had to make some tough calls. Hope you get it. Love you. Tough calls? That phrase echoed in my head like a bad punchline. Tough calls? I wasn't some random third cousin twice removed. I wasn't some old neighbor they'd lost touch with. I was her brother. The same brother who'd been there through every single one of her breakdowns, late-night heartaches, and spirals of doubt. And she just left me off the list. Like I was an extra. Like I didn't matter. I blinked at the screen, and this slow, hollow ache started working its way through my chest. I almost chuckled, because this had to be some kind of mix-up, right? So I picked up the phone and called my mom. She picked up on the second ring, chipper as ever. Hey, sweetheart. I didn't bother with any pleasantries. I just got a text from Emily, I said. She says the guest list is final, and I'm not invited. There was a pause. Just long enough for me to know I'd already guessed right. Oh, honey, she said with that sigh she always saved for moments when she wanted me to feel like I was the one being difficult. It's just a wedding. Don't turn this into something bigger than it needs to be. Just a wedding, she said. That one sentence hit me like a punch to the gut. I felt this tight, burning knot twist in my stomach. I kept my voice level, calm even, but inside? I was boiling. Are you serious right now? I asked, keeping it cool even though my chest felt like it might cave in. Mom, I'm her brother. How does that not earn me a spot at my own sister's wedding? She let out that familiar TSK, the one she always used when she thought I was being childish. It's nothing personal, she said, in that dismissive tone I knew too well. They had to keep the list small, and... Mom, I cut in, sharper than I meant to. I just saw Emily's Instagram post. Dead silence on the line. Then a weak, uncomfortable little chuckle. Well, you know how these things go. Weddings cost a fortune, maybe they figured you wouldn't mind sitting this one out. Wouldn't mind? I felt like I'd been kicked right in the ribs. Wouldn't mind? Mom, I've been there for Emily through everything. I helped her move twice. I covered her rent when she lost her job. I was the one on the phone with her during that awful breakup, talking her down from the edge. And now I'm not worth a seat at her wedding? Oh, don't be so dramatic, she sighed, like I was the one being unreasonable. It's just one day. You're blowing it out of proportion. I let out a dry, humorless laugh. Right. I'm the one overreacting. I already knew how this was going to play out. I'd argue, Mom would downplay it, Emily might shoot me some lazy apology in a text later, and I'd be expected to get over it. Like always. But this time? Something snapped. If they thought I didn't belong there, fine. I wouldn't be. I ended the call without another word and started scrolling through my phone. If I wasn't going to be part of her wedding, then I was going to treat myself to something better. Way better. The longer I sat with it, the more it festered. I wasn't the kind of guy to make a scene or throw a tantrum. I'd let plenty of stuff slide over the years. Emily forgetting my birthday more than once. Only calling when she needed help. Mom always putting it on me to be the understanding one while Emily got away with everything. But this? This crossed a line I didn't even know existed. I wasn't about to sulk while they all played happy family without me. If I wasn't important enough to be invited, then I wasn't going to be around when they needed me next, either. I grabbed my laptop and started hunting for flights. If Emily got to have the best day of her life, then damn it, I was going to have the best week of mine. It didn't take long, maybe 40 minutes. I booked an all-inclusive Caribbean getaway. 5-star resort, ocean view suite, daily spa sessions, and a private beach. The kind of luxury I used to tell myself was too much. Not this time. This wasn't just a trip, it was a statement. By the time the wedding weekend rolled around, I was already on a plane, stretched out in first class, champagne in hand. I snapped a picture of my legs kicked up, drink in view, and captioned it, "Guess I didn't make the guest list." Think I'll survive? The reactions came in fast. A few cousins hit me with laughing emojis. My aunt, the only one in the family who hadn't lost her mind, commented, "Good for you. Should have taken me with you." But the real cherry on top? Mom's texts. 3 in a row. Mom, where are you? Mom, are you seriously skipping your sister's wedding over this? Mom, you're being petty. Petty? I wasn't even warming up yet. I sent her a photo of the beach, pure white sand, crystal clear water, the works. Then I turned my phone off. I wasn't about to let them guilt trip me. Not this time. For once, I wasn't putting my family first. I was putting me first. And you know what? It felt incredible. By the time I touched down in paradise, I'd shaken off every trace of guilt. The second I stepped outside the airport, the warm breeze hit me, salty, floral, and sweet. A sleek black SUV was waiting, stocked with chilled towels and ice-cold bottled water. Yeah, this was miles better than a wedding I wasn't wanted at. As we cruised along the coast, I thought about what I'd left behind. Back home, my mom was probably making excuses, Emily was laughing with her bridesmaids, and nobody was giving me a second thought. But here? I wasn't an afterthought. I was the main event. The resort looked like something out of a dream. Towering palm trees right in the open-air lobby, ocean breeze flowing through like nature's AC, and staff who handed me a cocktail before I even checked in. My room? Unreal. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a balcony with a view straight out of a movie, and the softest king-sized bed I'd ever flopped onto. I threw down my bags, stepped out onto the balcony, and just took it all in. Then, for a little extra flair, I posted a photo of the view. When one door closes, another opens, preferably to a beachfront suite with unlimited margaritas. I wanted my family to see it. I hoped they did. Just so they'd get a tiny taste of what it felt like to be left out. And I wasn't done yet. My first full day there was like living in a fantasy. Breakfast in bed, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, coffee that ruined every other cup I'd ever had. Then I spent the whole day doing absolutely nothing except whatever I wanted. No chores. No obligations. No family drama. Just me, the ocean, and the kind of peace I hadn't felt in years. By the afternoon, I was stretched out by the infinity pool, drink in hand, watching the waves roll in. I glanced at my phone not to check in, but to watch the likes and comments pile up. Cousin Jake, bro, where even are you? Aunt Lisa, okay, now you're just showing off. Old college buddy, dude. Invite me next time. And then, the one notification that really made me grin. Emily viewed your story. Oh, now she was paying attention. I could picture it, her sitting in some overpriced bridal suite, sipping warm champagne, scrolling through Instagram only to see me living my best life. Perfect. I leaned back, raised my glass to the sun, and thought, enjoy your big day, sis. Hope it's everything you dreamed of. But just as the sun started to dip below the horizon, something strange happened, my phone lit up again. Call after call. Text after text. At first, I figured it was more reactions. Just people having a laugh at my expense or cheering me on. But it wasn't that. But then, I saw the names. Mom. Emily. Cousin Jake. Even Uncle Rob. Call after call, one right after the other. Texts were coming in non-stop. I raised an eyebrow and finally unlocked my phone. The very first message that popped up was from my mom. Mom, call me. It's an emergency. An emergency? At the wedding? I let out a heavy sigh, wondering if I even cared enough to deal with this. Then, another message from Jake came through. Jake, dude. You are not gonna believe what just happened. Oh, now I was intrigued. I sat up, scrolled through the messages, and within seconds, I realized that life had just handed me the best wedding gift I could have asked for. Because, as it turned out, Emily's picture-perfect wedding? Yeah, it was now a complete disaster. I kept scrolling through the flood of texts, a smirk slowly spreading across my face with every new one. Jake, bro, you dodged a bullet. Mom, call me right now. This is a family crisis. Emily, where are you? I need you. I leaned back in my lounge chair, took another sip of my drink, and kept scrolling. Then, I came across the one that made me laugh out loud. Cousin Melissa, the groom left. Like, just walked out. I nearly spit my drink out. The groom left? Oh man, this was better than I could have ever imagined. Curiosity was starting to win, so I finally texted Jake back. Me, what do you mean, he left? Jake, dude. During the reception. Full meltdown. He and Emily had this massive fight, and he just straight up left the venue. Jake, oh, and then Uncle Rob and Dad got into a screaming match over who was ruining the family's reputation. Grandma cried. The venue cut the bar early. It's a mess. I leaned back even further, grinning ear to ear. My sister had banned me from the wedding, thinking she didn't need me. And now I was the first person they all turned to. I could already hear my mom's voice in my head. You need to fix this. Emily's devastated. Yeah, no thanks. I opened the next message from Emily. Emily, answer your phone. Please. I need you. Oh, now I was suddenly important. I took a deep breath, then typed a simple reply. Me, sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun. Smiling face with smiling eyes. And then? I blocked her number. Blocked my mom. Blocked Jake, just in case he got caught up in their guilt trip mission. After that, I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb, waved the bartender over, and ordered another drink. Because while my family was spiraling, I was in absolute paradise. And for once, I felt completely unbothered. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of waves crashing against the shore, the salty air and tropical flowers filling the room through the open balcony doors. I stretched, yawned, and for a moment, I almost forgot about all the chaos back home. Almost. Then, I glanced at my phone. Even though I'd blocked most of my family, I still had over 20 missed calls from random numbers. They were clearly doing whatever it took to reach me. A few voicemails had slipped through. Despite my better judgment, I hit play on the first one. It was my mom's voice, frantic as ever. Mom, I don't know what you think you're doing, but now's not the time for one of your tantrums. Your sister's devastated, and we need you here. This family needs to stick together right now. I rolled my eyes and deleted it. The next voicemail was from Emily, crying. Emily, I don't understand why you're doing this. You're my brother. I need you. Please, just call me back. Click. Deleted. Then, I heard the next one, which had me laughing out loud. Jake, whispering like he was hiding in a closet. Jake, dude, Mom and Aunt Lisa are planning to show up at your apartment when you get back. Just a heads up. Also, Grandma keeps saying the wedding was cursed because you weren't there. It's hilarious. That voicemail? I saved. I tossed my phone onto the bed and stepped onto the balcony. The sun was just starting to rise, casting a golden glow over the ocean. I took a deep breath, letting the warmth sink in. Back home, my family was scrambling to do damage control. Meanwhile, here I was, sipping espresso in a bathrobe, enjoying the best decision I'd ever made. And the best part? They were finally experiencing exactly what I'd felt when they pushed me aside. Unwanted. Forgotten. Left out. It was almost poetic, really. But I wasn't done yet. I grabbed my phone, snapped a pic of my breakfast, fluffy pancakes, fresh fruit, and a mimosa so bright it could blind someone, and posted it with the caption. Starting my day stress-free. Hope everyone back home is doing okay. Then, just for fun, I scrolled through my blocked messages, smiled at all the missed calls, and ordered another mimosa. I had no intention of calling them back. Let them clean up their own mess. I was on vacation. By midday, I was lounging in a private cabana, sipping something tropical with an umbrella in it, when my phone buzzed again. This time, it was a message from cousin Melissa. Melissa, okay, I know you're mad, and honestly? You deserve to be. But you have to hear what happened after the wedding. Call me. You're gonna love this. I raised an eyebrow. Melissa was always the one cousin who actually had a brain. If she said I needed to hear something, it was probably worth my time. So, against my better judgment, I called her. She picked up on the first ring. Oh my God, you're finally answering, she said, barely able to contain her excitement. Are you sitting down? I glanced around at the shaded cabana I was lounging in, the endless stretch of ocean ahead, and the cool drink in my hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in the perfect spot for whatever's coming next. Melissa let out a breathless laugh. Okay, so after the groom walked out, Emily completely lost it, she started. And I don't just mean she shed a few tears. I raised an eyebrow. You mean she really flipped out? Oh yeah, Melissa went on. I'm talking full-on screaming, sobbing, throwing stuff at the bridal party. I smirked. Sounds like her. But here's the kicker, Melissa said, her voice full of excitement. While everyone was scrambling to calm her down, Mom overheard Aunt Lisa saying the whole mess could have been avoided if you'd been there. I blinked, not sure I was hearing her right. Wait, what? Seriously? Yep, Melissa giggled. She said you're always the one who fixes everything when Emily loses it. That if you'd been there, you would have talked sense into the groom, or at least handled the situation like you always do. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Let me get this straight. The same family that kept me out of the wedding is now blaming me for not being there to save it? I shook my head, still chuckling. Oh, it gets better, Melissa continued. Mom told Lisa she was being ridiculous. And then they started fighting loudly. Of course they did. I leaned back, a grin spreading across my face. And then Grandma jumped in, saying Emily brought this whole thing on herself. She went off about how Emily angered the universe by not inviting her brother. I nearly choked on my drink. Melissa was in full-on cackling mode now. Grandma was actually lecturing Emily in front of everyone, saying, if you treated your family better, you wouldn't be standing there alone in your wedding dress right now. I grinned wider. Wow. That's priceless. Oh, and then? Melissa added, your mom tried calling the groom's family to fix things, and his mom just laughed and said, this is your problem now. I nearly spit out my drink, I was laughing so hard. So, I said, catching my breath, where does that leave Emily? Melissa sighed dramatically. Still crying, still blaming everyone but herself. Last I heard, she's trying to salvage the wedding with some backup plan. But let's be honest, she's not coming back from this. I shook my head, still grinning. And you know what the best part is? What? I took a slow sip of my drink, savoring the moment. I don't care. Melissa howled with laughter. Honestly? I don't blame you. But I thought you'd appreciate knowing that karma's doing its job. Oh, I love knowing that, I said, smirking. Thanks for the update, Melissa. No problem, she said. Enjoy your trip. And for what it's worth, you did the right thing. I hung up, feeling more satisfied than I had in years. They wanted a wedding without me, and now, thanks to their own selfishness, they had a disaster on their hands. I raised my drink to the sky in a toast, congratulating myself for the best decision I'd ever made. Then, I turned off my phone, leaned back in my cabana, and let the ocean breeze blow away the last of my guilt. The rest of the day? Not a single check on my phone. I booked a sunset cruise, let the warm air wash over me, and had a 5-star dinner by the water. While my family was still picking up the pieces of Emily's wedding disaster, I was enjoying the best steak I'd ever had. A random thought popped into my head. Maybe I should feel bad for her. Then I remembered how she didn't even think twice about leaving me out. Yeah, no. I took a sip of wine, snapped a final picture of the view, and posted it with a simple caption. 0 regrets. Then, with a content smile, I powered off my phone again. Let them stew. I was done being their backup plan. The next morning, I woke up feeling lighter than I had in years. No guilt. No stress. No more last-minute family emergencies that somehow became my problem to fix. Just me, the sound of the waves, and an entire day of nothing but peace ahead. I stretched, ordered room service, and, out of sheer curiosity, turned my phone back on. Big mistake. My notifications exploded. Mom, you need to stop acting like a child and call me. Emily, I can't believe you're doing this to me. You're so selfish. Mom, this isn't funny. Emily's heartbroken. Do you even care? Probably my aunt, blocking my number. We need to fix this family before it's too late. I sighed, shaking my head. It was almost impressive how fast they'd gone from ignoring me to expecting me to fix everything. But then, one message stood out. It was from cousin Melissa. Okay, I know you're ignoring everyone, but please read this. Your mom's trying to get the family together for a meeting when you get back. Just a heads up. I nearly laughed out loud. Oh, they thought I was coming back to act like nothing happened? Like I'd just show up, Let them guilt trip me and pretend like it never went down? Yeah. Not happening. I shot Melissa a quick reply. Thanks for the warning, but I won't be there. Wait. What do you mean? I mean, I'm extending my trip. They wanted to cut me out? Fine. I'm cutting myself out completely. A few seconds later, she replied. Okay, that's iconic. Tell me everything when you get back, whenever that is. LOL. I smiled, put my phone down, and picked up my laptop. A few clicks later, my trip was officially extended for another week. No family. No drama. No discussions. Just me, the ocean, and the peace they never gave me. And the best part? They couldn't do a damn thing about it. Before heading to the beach, I sent one last text. To Mom and Emily, oh, now you want me around? Sorry, I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Have fun cleaning up your own mess. Then, for the final time, I blocked their numbers. I set my phone down, ordered another drink, and let the sun warm my skin. No guilt. No stress. No regrets. Just peace. And it was the best decision I ever made.